Back.
We're back again. Yes, you're welcome back to the second episode of The Road to AFCON with Beeorla and Fatil. Yeah, today we'll be talking about the stadiums, the cities, as well as the preparations towards the AFCON in December and January in Morocco. Talking about stadiums, we have 9 stadiums for this event across 6 cities such as Casablanca.
Fez, where Nigeria will be playing.
We have Agadir.
Rabat.
We also have Marrakech.
Tangier.
But key mention has to go to the major stadium. This is the stadium that everybody has to be at because it is the stadium that will host the opening ceremony, the first match, and of course the closing, the final match. So this stadium is the Prince Moulay Abdellah Stadium in Rabat.
Yes.
Now, this stadium is one of Africa's largest and most modern stadiums. With a capacity of 69,500, it is situated in the center of Rabat, the capital city of Morocco. It was rebuilt from scratch in 2023 and completed this year, 2025. And Beeorla has a fun fact about that.
Very interesting fact. Like she said, it was taken down. It was already existing, but it was taken all down in 2023 and reopened in September 2025. It was actually initially supposed to take only 8 months. Morocco were going for the Guinness World Record of the fastest constructed stadium ever. But it eventually took 2 years. And looking at it, because I have seen that stadium right in front of me, I don't think 2 years was too long. I don't think 2 years was bad. How they were even aiming for 8 months.
And one of the key innovations that I've seen them do is the Yalla app.
Yeah.
The Yalla app is so versatile. You can do your fan ID, visas, also e-visas. When the competition starts, it has like real-time updates, fixtures. You can also chat. You can also chat on this app. I mean, this is groundbreaking. We really don't have this in time past, especially the feature which involves you buying tickets. You can get the tickets via this app.
We know buying tickets is always a struggle.
My goodness. Oh my goodness. Talk about that.
People have stories for you.
You know, one of the other things that are really difficult when anyone is leaving their country to a particular destination for the AFCON or even, you know, anything within Africa is usually transportation. Royal Air Maroc are the official sponsor, or will I say the official airline of the AFCON 2025. And just recently they announced an additional 660 flights on the schedule just for this AFCON.
Yes, it's going to be a really busy time.
Brilliant.
More people will be going to Morocco from different parts of the world, so there are definitely a lot more flights needed. I know, for instance, in Nigeria, whenever you're traveling to Morocco, there are 2 flights in a day, morning and night. Like maybe that might increase,
and it doesn't come cheap anyway. The last time I checked, it was like 1.5 million naira.
You know, we need to talk about
to go from
in
Lagos
Africa.
to Fez.
You know, this is a conversation that would require its own episode, because
to be honest,
go on and on, because traveling within Africa is a headache.
What do you mean half of my budget to the AFCON is already going towards flight tickets, all of that?
Yeah,
it's crazy.
It's a lot. Why don't we have easier access and cheaper flights in Africa? It is definitely not like this in Europe. Traveling within Europe, you can even go by train to various countries. It is not like that here. We live in Nigeria and we cannot even access the closest country to us, Benin Republic, via train.
And even for you going to Benin,
the whole of West Africa cannot be connected with a train.
It's crazy. Even by road, you have to pay through your teeth to enter some of these borders,
and it's stressful. It is very.
Thank God I didn't go through that. Many people did during the Côte d'Ivoire AFCON.
Apart from transportation by air, we definitely have to consider transportation within Morocco itself. And to be honest, that was almost a breeze for those of us that went for the Women's Africa Cup of Nations, which is not unfortunately as big as the AFCON, which it should be, by the way. But you know, I was based in Casablanca, and it was pretty easy for me to go to Rabat and come back that same day for another match in Casablanca.
I love that.
And you can see that even from each train, you see the distance to different cities, Fez, Marrakech, and all of that. So Morocco is very good when it comes to transportation.
AFCON 2025 didn't just fall on the lap of Morocco. They have really worked for it. They've done so much groundwork.
They earned it, basically.
Absolutely. You know, they've hosted back-to-back events like the WAFCON. They also hosted under 17 Women's World Cup. They've also hosted so many matches in the CAF, you know, Champions League or even Confederations League. And of course, the big one, let's say the big one anyway, the CAF Awards, has been hosted in Morocco for, you know, so many times already.
Morocco almost owns it at this point. We also need to note that they are also hosting the FIFA World Cup playoffs, the African playoffs as well, where Nigeria will be competing.
I mean,
there's a lot
at this point. Apologies to my Egyptian friends out there. Perhaps CAF should carry their HQ from Cairo.
It already seems like
to Casablanca or Rabat, because
unofficial
any small team, Morocco.
But they are currently going through infrastructural upgrades nationwide, and with a budget of about $1 billion. That's a lot.
I mean,
but it pays off.
You know, the goal is that 2030 World Cup alongside Portugal and Spain.
Yeah, it's almost here anyway. So they've earned where they are. What to come from Morocco.
Fantastic. So this brings us to the end of this episode of The Road to AFCON 2025 with
Yalla
and Fatil.
We'll be back.
Yeah. Bye.